Okay. Government of Nigeria. Thank you for coming.
Let me see if I can get more names.
Okay. Well, we also have here Honorable Lady M.M. Ibanga, Executive Chairman in seat at Tai local government area of Akwa Ibom State. She will be sworn in for a second time by Governor Udom Emmanuel on 7th of December 2020. We're glad to have you here, Madam. Well, the good news here is that her local government has been declared defecation free, open defecation free. She's an awardee in today's event. That's very interesting. Her council area in Akwa Ibom State is now declared defecation free local government. That's a great achievement. Right Honorable Frank Archibong, immediate past Argon Chairman Akwa Ibom, currently Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. He is here to represent Governor Udom Gabriel Emmanuel, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State. We're glad to have you too. You're welcome to this very important occasion. Can we appreciate them, please? Thank you. Dr. Evelyn Ngige is the Permanent Secretary representing Dr. Falashade Yemi Elson, Head of the Civil Service of the Federation. We thank you, Madam, for coming here. Can we appreciate her? And the Governor of Jigawa State is here represented by Honorable Nuhu Sani Babura. He's ASA International and Intergovernmental Affairs. We also appreciate him. Let's put our hands together for him, please. Thank you for coming. We have Amina Jumai Musa representing the Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, Chairman CEO Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. Okay.
Children are here. Let me get their robe and I'll bring it.
Aye. Aye. The nominee from Plateau State, His Royal Highness Alta Altain of Ganawuri, Mr. Yakubu Chamang, is here represented by Prince Mang Chamang. We have Dr. Dorothy Ngodo, Director of Social Development, representing Honorable Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Hajia Salia Omar Farouk. Can we appreciate her, please? Thank you, Dr. Dorothy Ngodo. Honorable Musa Adam Fontua, Rep, His Excellency, Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari, the Governor of Katsina State. You're welcome to this occasion. His Excellency Dr. Boniano, Minister of Science and Technology, represented here by Professor P.C. Onyenekwe, Acting DG CEO of SHESCO. You're welcome, sir. Well, we appreciate the NYSC members. And all right, can we have the NYSC members perform while we wait to get started? NYSC members, if you are ready, please let's get the audience entertained. Yeah, can we, first of all, I'd like us to also appreciate the Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Water Resources, Mrs. Didi Esther Wilson Jack, MNI. Can we appreciate her, please? Thank you so much. Then we also have the MD and CEO of FCMB Bank, official partner to Upswatch, Mr. Adam Nuru. We thank you for coming, Adam. Can we clap our hands for him, please? Thank you. Dr. Hassan Sanuth is the Director, Sanitation Services, Minister of Environment and Water Resources, representing the Governor of Lagos State. We also thank you for coming. Thank you. And Dr. Nicholas Igwe is the National Coordinator of Upswatch. Nicholas, we thank you for all your works, and can we please appreciate him, please? Can we appreciate him? And then Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice is here represented by Okona Monde. Mr. Okona Monde, thank you for coming, representing the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. Thank you. We also have here Honorable Benjamin Jok, Honorable Chairman, Jaba Local Government Area of Kaduna State. We thank you for coming. Honorable Minister of Health, represented by Mrs. Olufumilayo Sani Adeniyi, Director, Epidemiology, Public Health Department of the Federal Ministry of Health. Can we appreciate both of them, please, for coming here? Thank you. The children entertainers, can we have them now so that we can get the program properly adjusted? The children performers, these are the leaders, the real leaders of tomorrow that we're talking about. Now let's put our hands together for the children and let's encourage them. These are, none of these children is up to 10 years, I guess.
President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly observed. We, the pupils of Divine Campus School, are here to support the campaign Use the Toilet, Keep Nigeria.
Welcome to Nigeria, the giants of Africa, blessed above all nations, Japan, Australia, and even America. Welcome to the blessed and favored Nigeria, where everything you touch becomes gold. This is not some fairy tales told, but the reality we've seen unfold. As blessed as my country, why do I say high rates of infant mortality, waterborne disease, and all forms of calamity? Just to mention a few. Then the cause was unveiled. Opened. I rise as a patriotic Nigerian, alongside saying no to waterborne disease, no to pollution, no to infant mortality, and no to open defecation. Together, let's make Nigeria great.
We
Thank you indeed. Can we appreciate them one more time? These are great Nigerian children. We appreciate you indeed. Thank you. Maybe you have more for us. Are you done? Are you done? All right, they are done. Can we clap for them again as they leave? They are done. That's a very brilliant performance there. They say no to open defecation. They say no to other activities that are not recommended by the Ministry of Water Resources as long as defecation is concerned. And so we appreciate them one more time for coming here this afternoon, or this morning rather. And we have to let you know that the governor of Kwara State, His Excellency Abdul Rahman Abdul Razak, is now he's actually part of this occasion, even though he's not here presently. He's part of this very occasion, and I'm sure that many other special individuals will as well join this very occasion because it's very important. Every state needs to be part of this very occasion. Every council area in Nigeria needs to be part of this occasion. Every household in this country is also supposed to be part of this occasion. We were talking about human beings and how we should behave and how we should handle sanitation, and it starts from the family to the society, and what have you. So it's very, very interesting that this occasion was born today for us to appreciate ourselves one more time and see how far we have gone with ensuring that we carry out our responsibilities diligently and ensure that all our activities are in tune with the international best practice, especially when it has to do with the families. That's very important. And that's why I'm so concerned this morning that we're here on this very special occasion to do the 1-year anniversary celebration. May I also inform you that the Vice President of Nigeria, His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, will also be joining us virtually. He's going to be part of this very occasion today. It's a very interesting thing that the VP is going to be part of us, for him to also appreciate the level of work being done by this ministry and other participants who are working hard and are working assiduously to ensure that the campaign is taken down to the grassroots of this country, because these are the areas that we're much more concerned about. Of course, in Abuja here, we could say that at some point, in some localities of Abuja, you could see find open defecation here and there, but with this campaign, that has reduced drastically. And today it's very difficult for you to see any open defecation in the capital city of Abuja, after the FCT. So it's a great development. Okay. Now let's recognize Stephanie Linus, a film producer and actress, and the WASH ambassador, is also with us virtually. Thank you indeed. And now let's rise for national anthem. You may be seated. Well, His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the Minister of Water Resources, the Minister of Information and Culture, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Water Resources, the Directors of the Ministry of Water Resources, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, You are most welcome to the one-year anniversary celebration of the Clean Nigeria Use of Toilet campaign being organized today by the Ministry of Water Resources. About a year ago, we also assembled to kickstart the campaign, which of course has gone real deep into the fabric of the society. And today we are looking at evaluating what has happened within this 1 year. And it's a thing of joy that we're able to do that today and to see the extent to which the campaign has gone and to whatever impact that has made in the lives of Nigerians and of course the society at large. At this point, I'd like to welcome, of course, the campaign report card, which will be by the Honorable Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Suleiman H. Adamu. This report represents a report card, of course, that will look into some of the critical efforts made within the last 1 year to ensure that this campaign was kept afloat, and that today that we are now doing the celebration, we'll be able to appreciate the extent to which the campaign has been, or to what impact it has made in the lives of Nigerians, and of course in the lives of persons who are directly concerned with the campaign itself. There are some organizations who are also directly concerned about the campaign. The ministry has engaged many organizations, and of course ambassadors too, well, I'm also one of them, who were charged with the responsibility to ensure that Nigerians get to know more about this campaign. And on this note, ladies and gentlemen, may I officially and formally invite the Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Suleiman H. Adamu, for this campaign report card. Put your hands together for him, please, as he comes to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you very much. His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, DCO and SAN, who is joining us on Zoom. Your Excellencies, Governors, Kwara, and other governors that are also joining us, Vice Ministers, Minister of Information, Minister of Youth and Sports, representatives of state governors, representative of the head of service, His Highness, the Emir of Das, and representatives of other traditional rulers, permanent secretaries, our partners, development partners, and also under the organized private sector for Watch Forum, honorable commissioners from states, our Watch champions and ambassadors, school children, youth corpers, members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to welcome Your Excellencies and other distinguished guests to this commemoration event of the first year anniversary of the Clean Nigeria Use the Toilet campaign, which is aimed at mobilizing high-level political support, resources, and the entire populace towards building a new culture of safe and sustainable sanitation, and to achieve the target of making Nigeria open defecation free by 2025. As you may recall, the Clean Nigeria Use the Toilet campaign was graciously launched by His Excellency the Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, on 19th November 2019 during the World Water Day, following which President Buhari signed Executive Order Number 9 on Open Defecation-Free Nigeria by 2025 and other related matters. These high-level initiatives clearly demonstrate the strong political will of the federal government in reversing the narrative of Nigeria's unfortunate position being on the top of the ladder of countries with the highest number of people practicing open defecation globally. From the recently launched 2019 Water, Sanitation and Hygiene National Outcome Routine Mapping, which we call WASHNORM report, an estimated 46 million Nigerians practice open defecation, a decrease from the 47 million reported in 2018. Access to basic water and sanitation services stand at 70% and 44% respectively, which is a marginal, though appreciable increase from the 68% and 42% respectively reported in 2018. The Federal Ministry of Water Resources has continued to intensify its effort in improving access to across the country through continuous advocacy to critical stakeholders for the needed buy-in. The Partnership for Expanded Water Sanitation and Hygiene (PWASH) program, which was designed as a national collaborative instrument for the improvement of access to rural water supply and sanitation, has been expanded to 12 states, while preparations are ongoing to start of a new sustainable WASH project to be financed with a $350 million facility from the World Bank. In response to the rollout of the Clean Nigeria campaign, some states have reviewed their state roadmaps with detailed implementation plans and budget, while some have rolled out their state-level campaign, and state and LGA-level desk officers have been nominated for the Clean Nigeria campaign. And the campaign secretariat has been engaging with these structures to ensure progressive implementation across states. The Secretariat has also been providing technical support in building capacity at national and subnational levels for implementation, verification, certification, and validation of open defecation-free communities. Partnerships are being fostered with relevant agencies under the Clean Nigeria campaign, one of such being with the National Orientation Agency, to leverage on its nationwide structure through the Communication, Orientation, and Mobilization Officers in disseminating the key messages of the Clean Nigeria campaign. A nationwide state-level sensitization orientation workshop for the COMOs on the campaign was rolled out, and so far 25 state events have been held in each of these states. We are also working with the organized private sector in water sanitation and hygiene, OPSWASH, to leverage private sector investment in the sanitation subsector. The steering committee for the Clean Nigeria campaign was inaugurated under the chairmanship of the Vice President, with membership across representatives of relevant stakeholders to provide technical oversight to the implementation of the campaign. Over this one-year period of the campaign, the number of open defecation-free local government areas in the country has increased from 16 in 2019 to 38 as of November 2020. Additional 6 LGAs are in the process of being validated as open defecation-free by the National Task Group on Sanitation. All this was achieved despite the limitations occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic, and we appreciate all partners' contributions to these achievements. In recognition of their commitment, the ODF local government areas will be prioritized for water supply interventions under PWASH in accordance with the established program protocol. In spite of the progress we are recording, some states are still not showing any appreciable progress or action in addressing water, sanitation, and hygiene issues, especially towards ending open defecation. It is our hope that today's event will again motivate the states lagging behind to strive towards achieving the intended objectives of the Clean Nigeria campaign, resulting in a healthy competition that will drive us as a nation towards our goal of ending defecation or ending open defecation by 2025. We recognize that the success of the campaign is dependent on strong engagement with states, local government authorities, and other stakeholders to secure the needed political and high-level commitment required to drive the campaign. We are committed to building more partnerships and collaboration within and across sectors to ensure that the deliberate and sustained attention needed to end open defecation in the country is in place. I wish at this point to appreciate President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo for their keen interest and support to the watch sector. I recognize the presence of Your Excellencies, distinguished personalities, development partners, the private sector, civil society organizations, traditional and religious bodies, trade groups, the media, and all well-meaning citizens at today's event. This is a strong indication of our collective desire to change the narrative regarding Nigeria's open defecation status and take the country to the next level. I welcome you all once again and thank you for your attention.
The Honorable Minister of Water Resources, can we once again appreciate him, please? When this campaign was started, he displayed what I will refer to as a special zeal to ensure that the campaign will be fruitful. At the very beginning, Nigeria, India, and of course one other country were referred to as the main base of open defecation. But today the difference is very clear after 1 year of this campaign that we've been able to reduce the number of those involved in that act, to some level, because I had the claps when the minister was there telling us the numbers. So it's very interesting to note this, and I want also to appreciate him one more time for ensuring that this campaign continued after the launch up to today, that we're now celebrating the 1 year of the Clean Nigeria Use the Toilet campaign. That's very interesting. May we appreciate one more time some special individuals who are part of this very occasion. Alhaji Saleh Kausani is the chairman of Kaulis Council Area of Kano State. Idris Haruna Zago is the chairman of Dambata Council Area of Kano State. Megida Adamu Dal, the chairman Garko Council Area of Kano State. Then Honorable Elia Habila JP is the chairman Bogoro Council Area of Bauchi State. Honorable Mahmoud Abba, Executive Chairman, Shira Council Area of Bauchi State, and Babayo Ahmed is also the Council Chairman of Gamboa, Council Chairman of Bauchi State. Please, can we appreciate all these Council Chairmen that are coming? Because to be honest with you, when you talk about the campaign against open defecation, it has to be taken to the council areas. And their presence today indicates, that they are responding to the campaign, and I'm sure that their councillors and other workers in the council areas are taking that very seriously. May I also inform you that the Honorable Minister of Environment is here with us, Dr. Mahmoud Abubakar. Can we appreciate him, please? Minister of Environment, thank you. In fact, your ministry is directly involved in this very campaign, because when we talk about environment, we talk about open defecation, we talk about environment as well, because people defecate in the environment, and of course you know what that means. We have Mrs. A.O. Bamidele, Rep, Minister of Agriculture, is a Deputy Director in that ministry. Madam, you're welcome to the program. Minister of Youth and Sports. Minister of Youth and Sports is also here. Ahmed Dare. Can we appreciate him, please? Minister of Youth and Sports. There Hajia Ramatu Tijani, the Minister of State to FCT, just joined us. Good morning, madam, and welcome to the program. Good morning. Thank you indeed. At this point, I'd like to open the floor for goodwill messages, which will come from selected individuals who are going to be part of the goodwill messages we have today. All right, may we start with the Honorable Minister of Environment, please. May we start with him on this very belt of goodwill messages. He just joined us, but permit me to also ask him to come to the podium for him to do his goodwill messages. Dr. Mahmoud Abubakar, Can we appreciate him, please?
Your Excellency, the Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Honorable Minister of Water Resources, my Siamese twins, I call him my twin, but even more Siamese, because you cannot separate water from environment. My colleagues, Honorable Ministers, Minister of Information and Minister of State FC, Royal Father, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm happy to be here today. Of course, my brother was at our own function when we roll out toilet day. We are together always, so we work together. Now, sometimes people might say, Ministry of Water Resources is doing, Environment is doing. Yes, this is a situation where you want repetition. The environment, every day we need to remind people, because we oftentimes take the environment for granted. And this is what even led to what we are facing today, the climate change issue. From the beginning, staining, catastrophes will occur, the environment will heal itself. Why? At the time, there was no interference. Nobody was there at the time to want to change the course of a river, or nobody that was there to want to dam something here and there, without taking into consideration the balance of biodiversity. And here we're willing to keep the temperature of our world below 1.5, and which is the problem with climate change. And climate change can cause everything. Now, open defecation, you might say, oh, what is the connection? Well, there's a lot of connection with that. With climate change, you have disruption of the biodiversity. What are the causes of a lot of diseases afflicting man? Whether it's intestinal, gastrointestinal diseases, respiratory diseases, and so on and so on. Open defecation has a lot to contribute. Cholera, typhoid fever, and so many others are all a result of fecal contamination of our water bodies. Whether it's surface water, whether it's groundwater, is all causing open defecation. So the thing is, Ministry of Environment is always there to support, and the same thing, Water Resources is also always there to support. This is a collaborative effort. Everybody must be part of the solution, because a lot of us are part of the problem. We always say, think globally and act locally. This time around, think nationally and act locally. Because somebody might always say, oh, if we don't do it here, some people are doing it. So don't do it here, and somebody doesn't do it there. Collectively, you have the whole nation secured. So please and please, we are calling on everybody, every individual has something to offer. The Ministry of Water Resources, Ministry of Environment, we are always putting out educational materials to inform the people. If you hear it, tell somebody who doesn't. If you see someone doing what is not right, tell that person. Find the best way to communicate diplomatically. That way, people will do. When they are aware, when people know, when people have the buy-in of whatever you are trying to do, they will participate, and that project will succeed. So please, let's keep Nigeria clean, let's keep Nigeria healthy. Open defecation is unfortunately not only unglamorous, but is also totally detrimental to our well-being. Thank you.
Well, thank you indeed, the Honorable Minister of Environment. Can we appreciate him one more time, please? Thank you. At this point, may I invite the representative of the Chairman Governors Forum, the person of the Governor of Ekiti State. Rep here, please, may we have you here for the goodwill message from the Governors Forum. Can we clap our hands for him, please? Thank you. You're welcome.
Your Excellency, the Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria,
Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, GCON, Your Excellencies, Governors of State present or represented, the Honorable Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Sulaiman Adamu, FNSA. Honorable Ministers present, please permit me to stand on existing protocol. My name is Engineer Bamidele Fakwarusi. I'm the Commissioner for Infrastructure and Public Utilities in Ekiti State. I'm here to represent Mr. Governor, Dr. John Kayode Fayemi. Let me express the positive disposition and the wish of His Excellency Dr. John Kayode Fayemi, the Governor of Ekiti State, and the Chairman of Nigeria Governors Forum, to be here in person, but due to other equally important state assignments, he couldn't. He has asked me to represent him. Permit me also to say that Mr. Governor, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, is strongly in support of the far-reaching initiatives, programs, and projects of the President Buhari-led administration in repositioning the water sector in Nigeria. He also mandated me to salute and greatly commend the unparalleled grit and tenacity of his friend and brother, the Honorable Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Sulaiman Adamu, for painstakingly implementing the President Buhari's roadmap on universal access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene. This time, last year, the Clean Nigeria Use the Toilet campaign was launched to address the appalling statistic that rated Nigeria as the country with highest prevalence of open defecation in the world after India. While India has mobilized resources and its citizens to reverse this negative tag and relinquish the top position to Nigeria, I am confident that this laudable program, if well embraced, will change the narrative and place Nigeria on the same pedestal of other nations with clear commitments. Again, let me thank Mr. President, who has demonstrated strong leadership and support to the water sector, most especially the Clean Nigeria Use the Toilet campaign. In Ekiti State, we are taking responsibility and reversing this ugly narrative. As of 2018, Ekiti was rated the second most prevalent in open defecation in southwest Nigeria. However, last statistic obtained as of January has shown that Ekiti State has improved its status from second to third open defecation in order of prevalence. This marginal improvement is due to the leadership of His Excellency Dr. John Kayode Fayemi and the overwhelming support of partners. I would like to mention, thank you very much. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in February 2020, before COVID-19 broke out, we launched a roadmap to end open defecation by 2022, where we also certify 158 communities as open defecation free. With this milestone, we strongly believe in our capacity to attain a statewide ODF status by 2022, ahead of the national target of 2025. Ending open defecation is a collective effort. However, it's important it starts with individuals taking responsibility, which will impact on behavioral and attitudinal outcomes. Along this line, government also has the corresponding duty to mobilize, organize, and coordinate by adopting the bottom-up approach, because it is individuals that defecate and not government. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, notwithstanding the setback brought about by COVID-19 pandemic, we are determined to sustain the 2020 target to eradicate open defecation in Ekiti State. This is possible, especially with the support of the Clean Nigeria Use the Toilet Campaign Office, OPS Watch, and other development partners. On a final note, we must acknowledge that a lot of valuable time has been lost to COVID-19, and there is need to mobilize all resources, human capital and technical. We must redeem the lost time to achieve both state and national targets. Again, I want to assure you that Mr. Governor, Dr. John Kari-Fayemi, and indeed the state government is ready and willing to collaborate with the Federal Ministry of Water Resources in its campaign to make an open defecation Nigeria an open defecation nation. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, the commissioner from Ekiti State, who represented the governor of that state, and the governor happens also to be the chairman of Governors Forum. He made certain remarks that showed that the governor has followed the launch since last year up to today. A clear indication that the Ekiti State has also participated actively, despite the fact that we had a setback by COVID-19, to ensure that this very program went on good, and that today that we are celebrating 1 year anniversary of that launch, that we make bold to say that Nigeria cannot be in that very position it was last year. We have stepped up, and we're going to continue with that until a certain point in time when by 2025 we'll be sure and certain that there's no open defecation in Nigeria, no matter the remote position of whatever community we have in this country about open defecation. Now we're going to invite Upwash. It's one of the development partners. Upwash, please, may we have you for your own goodwill messages. I know you played a prominent role at the beginning of this launch, and we want to appreciate you and appreciate, of course, what you have put in within this 1 year in this connection. And so we have to welcome you once again, Dr. Nicholas Isha, to introduce you to this very occasion. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, GCON, SAN, Your Excellency, the Governor of Kwara State, who are joining us here virtually, and representative of other governors who are here, honorable ministers here, especially the Minister of Water Resources, the Minister of Information and Culture, the Minister for Youth, Sports and Youth, and others, and of course, the members of the organized private sector. As always, it is critical for me to appreciate the Federal Ministry of Water Resources and the Office of His Excellency, the Vice President, for their unequivocal support to support water, sanitation, and hygiene status in Nigeria. In particular, their shared faith in the organized private sector in water, sanitation, and hygiene to house and sustain all private sector-led initiatives within the sector. This has been very outstanding. It is this foundation which has propelled us today to launch our project flow sheet, which I'm aware will be launched today, in commemoration of the 1 year anniversary of the Clean Nigeria Use the Toilet campaign. 2020 has been a trying year with the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic and an almost worldwide shutdown. Significant attention was given to the importance of hand washing and good hygiene and sanitation, while there seemed to be less vigor regarding the provision of basic water. And these are obviously one of the prerequisites for, for hand washing. The outbreak of COVID-19 was not the only event that shocked the world. A key takeaway from political events that have occurred in Nigeria this year is that we need to engage the youth and create jobs, opportunities, and better future for them. In spite of these challenges, OPS WASH, the organized private sector in water, sanitation, and hygiene, has maintained its strive to mobilize the private sector in view of creating financial strategies, sustainability, and efficiency gaps in the sector. Project Flush It has 4 pillars. Number 1 is mobilizing 2 million Nigerians in diaspora to adopt sanitation in different strategic places. And this has been led aggressively by Nigeria in Diaspora Commission through Honorable Abike Dabiri, who has put together almost 2 million Nigerians waiting to adopt toilet sanitation facilities in different critical areas. The next is the Blue Bond scheme, the Blue Bond, while the third is the tax credit scheme. The tax credit scheme, we understand, has been one of the major schemes that is driving the road infrastructure today, development of the road infrastructure. We are doing everything possible to also infuse that into the Executive Order 009 that Mr. President signed on the 20th of November, mobilize resources to develop water, sanitation, critical infrastructure. As the private sector, it is our responsibility to assist the government in their efforts across all aspects of their duties. In light of the above, we have created a partnership with NYSC. If you look behind, we need to create jobs. They will be part of the team that will be building the toilets in different places, sanitation, water infrastructure at the back with us today. And thanks so much to the DG NYSC who has made this possible. We will train them, they will train others. At OPSWASH, it is important for us to include the youth, session and processes related to their future. The welfare of our country and the future of Nigeria concerns us as the private sector. As we are the engine of the economy, we must understand our responsibility to sustain the environment in which we thrive. These pillars are more than just opportunity for the private sector to engage in WASH. It is also opportunity to engage in the future of Nigeria. Involvement in WASH is also not exclusive to our corporate counterparts. A prime example of this is our partnership with Mrs. Stephanie Linus, who has also joined us here virtually, who was recently decorated by the Honorable Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Suleiman Adamu, fellow Nigerian Society of Engineers, as a WASH ambassador. In collaboration with us, she will be creating a television show called Clean and Beautify Nigerian Show. She will be visiting many states through the private sector. She will be intervening in different areas. I think she has already taken off in Lagos State. And I want to appreciate the Honorable Minister for making this possible through the decoration WASH ambassador. Ending open defecation in Nigeria by 2025 per the Clean Nigeria movement, as many parts, to as many parts of society as possible. On this note, I hope that Project Flush It will set off a grand movement and lead to a tangible change in the WASH sector. I thank you all.
Thank you indeed. That's a very explosive, and I'm more concerned about the involvement of the NYSC in the construction of toilets, and they have to train others. That's a very, very good initiative there, because if you're not involving the youth in any development in this country, then you are virtually doing nothing. But if the youths are involved, of course, then you want to maintain sustainability and a kind of a continuity. Right, so we appreciate you one more time for that delivery. And let's now invite UNICEF, and Mr. Osman will be here to address us. UNICEF, thank you.
His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellencies, the governors, Your Excellencies, the ministers, Your Excellency, Honorable Minister, Water Resources, please allow me to stand on existing protocol of the Clean Nigeria campaign. As rightly mentioned, a lot has been achieved so far, and we would like to commend the effort of the federal government and the Ministry of Water Resources. So far, the Clean Nigeria Secretariat has been established. The campaign team is, because if we count 774 LGAs in Nigeria, 38 seems to be a little number. But at the same time, considering the rate we were able to achieve more than 20 LGAs in 1 year, we are accelerating. And these efforts are really commendable. We would like to mention that now we are supporting state, the federal ministry, in looking at another step, which is having statewide ODF. Some 5 states have already developed their ODF wide, their statewide ODF plan. And these will be states that will need to be supported so that we got at least 1 state that is ODF by the end of next year, hopefully. We really want also to mention that the development partners are more than ever willing to continue their support to the federal ministry to make sure that our common target of ending open defecation in 5 happened. And on that note, I would like really to thank you for the opportunity and to reiterate UNICEF's commitment and support to the federal government, to the Ministry for Water Resources, and to the state to achieve our common goal. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you again, Mr. Osman. Acceleration, which is highly appreciated for UNICEF to endorse what has happened within this 1 year, is a clear indication that something really happened in terms of implementation of the policies of the Federal Minister of Water Resources in this connection. Okay. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're now with the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We will now be joining the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo.
Ekiti State and Chairman of Nigeria Governors Forum, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, Your Excellency, the Governor of Kwara State, Abdul Rahman Abdul Razak, the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Dr. Folashade Yemi Eson, our host and Honorable Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Suleiman Hussein Adamu, the Honorable Minister of Environment, Dr. Mohammed Mahmoud Abubakar, the Honorable Minister of Interior, Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, the Honorable Minister
Well, we've just lost the audio. I hope that some hands are working to see how we can restore the audio for us to hear from the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
of poor sanitation are severe and they impact us all. These costs include healthcare costs, loss of productivity, premature deaths, poor educational outcomes, amongst others. The social costs of open defecation, though intangible, are no less grievous. These include loss of dignity, lack of privacy, and increased vulnerability to physical attacks and violence, especially against women and girls. Meeting Target 6.2 of the Sustainable Development Goals for water sanitation, which seeks to, and I quote, achieve by 2030 access to adequate sector in Nigeria, as evidenced by the launch of the National Action Plan for the revitalization of the sector and the declaration of a state of emergency by Mr. President. The implementation of the Partnership for Expanded Water Sanitation in Nigeria campaign last year. The Clean Nigeria campaign is backed by Executive Order 009, which gives effect to its implementation. The Executive Order provides that the National Open Defecation-Free Roadmap be put into effect towards meeting the national target of ending open defecation by 2025. It mandates the Clean Nigeria Campaign Secretariat, in collaboration with relevant government institutions, to ensure that all public places, including schools, hotels, fuel stations, places of worship, marketplaces, hospitals, and offices, have accessible toilets within their premises. It also provides of legislation, appropriate sanctions and penalties to back up the fight against open defecation, while ensuring that all development projects include construction of sanitation facilities as an integral part of the approval and implementation process. Between last year and now, in furtherance of the campaign and with the support of our development partners, 17 additional local government areas have so far been declared open defecation free, making a total of 33 open defecation free these local government areas that have led the process in our nation's journey to an open defecation free status, as we understand that significant efforts were made to achieve these results. Each of these open defecation free local government areas will receive donations of Satopan toilets provided by Elixir Nigeria Limited. We're enjoining states to prioritize these local government areas. Government will be supporting these as part of its ongoing initiatives. The federal government will continue to engage all stakeholders and harmonize actions to end open defecation in Nigeria. We reiterate commitment to support subnational level initiatives towards ending open defecation and improving access to wash services for the populace. To this end, I wish to commend state governments who have taken the initiative to develop their state-specific action plans for the wash sector with a declaration of a state of emergency, and have commended the rollout of their state-level campaigns to end open defecation with the provision of needed financial resources. It is evident that we are making progress, although marginal, in the fight against open defecation in the country, as seen in the statistics from the recently launched 2019 WASH National Outcome Routine Mapping report. Consequently, we must all increase our efforts and work together to meet the nation's water supply, sanitation, and hygiene needs, as we cannot continue to expose our citizens to preventable water and sanitation-related diseases due to inadequate wash services. Ending open defecation is not just about access to toilets. It's about generating demand for toilets and changing people's behavior towards toilet usage. The Clean Nigeria campaign, as a transformational and behavior change campaign, will require the contribution of civil society, private sector, our development partners, and the entire populace in building a new culture of safe sanitation. In our desire to aggressively mobilize the entire country towards ending the practice of open defecation, we have identified campaign ambassadors to support the national drive towards open defecation-free status. These are citizens who have contributed to the existing successes achieved so far under the campaign, or have been identified as persons of influence who can significantly advance the campaign. As a Clean Nigeria campaign ambassador, you'll be required to provide leadership in advancing the objectives of the campaign and engage in campaign activities as may be initiated by you or other stakeholders. I enjoin all nominated ambassadors to give their best to this assignment and to bring their wealth of experience within and outside the wash sector. WASH at Flush It, which aims at promoting private sector-led innovative financial strategies in WASH, is a welcome development. The role of the private sector is critical in building a viral sanitation economy and will drive the sustenance of the results being achieved under the Clean Nigeria campaign. On this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to officially launch the Project Flush It initiative of the organized private sector in water sanitation and hygiene, and to formally appoint Clean Nigeria campaign ambassadors towards achieving the objectives of the toilet campaign for an open defecation-free Nigeria by 2025. Thank you very much for your attention.
So that's very interesting. May I recognize some of the open defecation-free council areas in Nigeria? Akwa Ibom State, in Sit Atai council area. In Bauchi State, we have Das, Waji, Gamawa, Bogoro. I now know why the ML of Das is here. Put hands together for him, please. Benue State, Agatu, Gwa East, Koshinsha, Logo, Obalibo, and Uju council areas. Put hands together for them, please. In Cross River State, we have Bekwara, Buki, Ikom, Obanluku, Yakor, and Yala council areas. That's in Cross River State. Can we appreciate them, please? In Jigawa State, we have Binunkudu, Buji, Gagarawa, Gwewa, Keawa, and Roni council areas. These are in Jigawa State. Can we appreciate them, please, too? And then we have Katsina State, Bakori, Maltazu, Musawa, Safana, Sandamu, Igwawa, Rimi, Meidua, Carrefour, and the Sima council areas. That's in Katsina State. Can we appreciate them, please? Then in Osun, we have just Ifedayo council area of Osun State. Can we also appreciate that state, that local government area? Thank you. It's now time for the Honorable Minister of Water Resources to represent His Excellency Yemi Osinbajo, the VP of the country, to actually appreciate the governors and states that have done so well in this connection. That's in the connection of open defecation-free states and council areas. It's very interesting, really, to note that the Ministry of Water Resources fought vigorously for this very campaign. This time last year, I was also on this podium when it was launched, and I marveled at the extent to which the ministry has gone, and of course with the partners involved in ensuring that Nigeria has gotten to the level it is now with respect to open defecation. That's a very interesting thing to note. And at this point, I'm so glad to invite to the podium the Honorable Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Suleiman Adamu, who will be representing the Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, to do this presentation. Honorable Minister, can we have you, please? Put your hands together for him, please.
Okay, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I think in view of time, we'll try to streamline this process. May I invite the Honourable Minister of Information to the podium, please? So many governors and quasi-governors have joined the clarion call to make Nigeria open defecation free by 2025. And we felt is an occasion, is an opportunity for us to recognize their efforts and to, with a view to encouraging them to do more. And also, it might also be a source of encouragement for those that are lagging behind. So I'd like to invite the representative of the governor of Ekiti State. It's not by accident, he just happens to be the chairman of the Governors Forum, to collect this recognition on behalf of the following governors. I'll mention their names: Senator Ben Ayade of Cross River, Alhaji Badr Abubakar of Jigawa State, Mr. Samuel Otom of Benue State, Alhaji Aminu Bello Masari of Katsina State, Senator Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State, Dr. Abdullah Umar Ganduje, Kano State, Mr. Boyega Oyetola, Governor of Osun State, Mr. Odom Emmanuel, Akwa Ibom State, and Malan Nasir Rufai, Kaduna State. Of course, in addition to Governor Fayemi himself. Can we have one, and can we invite? So he will collect on behalf of all the governors, and the representative of the other governors will present you with your own hard copies in due course. No microphone. Our job is not yet done. May I also invite the Amazon of our cabinet in her own right. She's here, and she should have her own in her own right. My dear sister, Hajia Ramatu Tijani. The very day we went to discuss this ODF program with the Minister of FCT, Honorable Minister, he said, handle it. And before you sound so energetic, thank you very much, Ramatu, my sister. Hey, just bring. Okay. It's our pleasure to honor you with this, ask you to continue to do the good work that you are doing. I remember we even went to trigger a village on Airport Road, and since then you have been relentless. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Now, may I invite my brother, the Minister of Environment. Oh, I'm happy to see that the Minister of Interior is here. Are you? Welcome, my neighbor. The next set of recognition will be to Royal Ambassadors, and we have 3 in that category. His Highness Alhaji Usman Biliamin Uthman, Emir of Das in Bauchi State, His Royal Highness Yakubu Chaimang, the Ateng of Bunauri in Jos Plateau State, and His Royal Majesty Oba Adedeku Omoni Abolari Aroi K1, the Orangun of Oke Ila Orangun Ifedayo. So I'd like to invite His Highness, the Emir of Das, to collect on their behalf this royal recognition. Your Highness, sir, to be done by the Minister of Environment.
Of your participation, your collaboration with the Ministry of Water Resources, Ministry of Environment, to keep the environment clean. We thank you very much, and we hope you will not be tired of doing this. Thank you.
By the way, Das local government was one of the first ODF local government areas in Bauchi State, if not the first. Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you for your support. And thank you. You are done. Thank God my brother is not here for the closing prayer, so I would invite you to the podium, sir. Minister of Interior. So we have also ambassadors, and we have a couple in on the list of them. First of all, we recognize the efforts of NTA in what they've been doing, and we have Yaqub Ibn Mohammed, the DG NTA. We have Amechi Anakwe of Leadership and Mustafa Ramalan of Liberty. So I don't know if the representative of the DGNTA is here.
Yes, Mr. Hen Kwange.
To come forward to receive the awards on their behalf, please. It's the recognition of their support to the campaign against open defecation, the Clean Nigeria Use the Toilet campaign.
I'm honored to have the opportunity of presenting the award to a leader in mass communication. If I'd come earlier, I was to talk about how water is essential to life and sanitation, which ocean prevention is all about, is civilization. That is, if you say water is life, sanitation is civilization. So for being a leader in conscientizing Nigerians to shun open education on behalf of the Ministry of Water Resources and the Minister, it's my pleasure to present the organization with this beautiful award.
Thank you, sir. And is representative of Mrs. Ebele Okeke here? I saw her online. May I ask the Director of Water Quality Control and Sanitation to come forward and also receive on our behalf. For Ms. Ebele Okeke, just hand over symbolically. All these people around. Come. Give it to
Yeah.
Come, Ms.
Engineer Ebele Okeke, it's a pleasure to have you recognized as a WASH ambassador. Congratulations.
Conventional wisdom these days that you need a public-private partnership to be able to do things. We in government need to engage in public-private partnership. And in the past 1 year, OpsWash has been fantastic. They have been doing a tremendous amount of work with us, and we really and truly appreciate. I don't know how many of them are here, but I would like to have this privilege to be able to hand over these awards myself. And I'll begin by inviting Honorable Abike Dabire, Erewa Oha representative, to come forward, please.